2022, it's here. It is finally here, and 2021 is done, gone, and over with. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, the start of 2022. Got some cruise news stories for you today. I got a Carnival story, and I have an MSC story, and we're going to jump right in here with Carnival. Now, the Carnival one, not so bad, but yesterday morning, the Carnival Vista was scheduled to pull into the port of Galveston, disembark her passengers, and take on new passengers before resuming cruising. Well, this time, it was Mother Nature. The port of Galveston was completely closed with severe, dense fog, which prevented the Vista from getting in and docking. Now, this was just a couple-hour delay, not a super big deal. The folks on the ship got a little bit longer. Unfortunately, the folks that were trying to get on had to wait a little bit, but they got in, disembarked everybody, got the new passengers on board, and continued on. This was just a little case of Mother Nature. But it does remind us that Mother Nature operates on her own schedule. Be prepared that sometimes you could have to kind of go with the flow when it comes to your cruise over some of the things that Mother Nature might do, just like this. And it also kind of reminds us of an important cruise tip. Look, if you are getting off that cruise ship in the morning and you are flying home, highly recommend you don't book the earliest flight you can possibly get out of that airport just for this exact reason. Because if people had really early flights, the fog came in, delayed the docking, there's a chance that somebody missed their flight home. And right now, particularly right now, with all of the flight cancellations that are already going on, I don't think you want to take the risk of missing a flight home over a delay provided to you by Mother Nature. So that's just an important cruise tip to remember. Don't book the earliest flight you possibly can. Try to get one, early afternoon, I would say, at the soonest. That way if there is a little hiccup, you still have plenty of time to get to the airport, catch your flight, and get home after your cruise, and you don't have any additional delays. So the MSC Divina, she's got it a little rough right now. They are having a few problems out there, and it's caused some itinerary changes. It's caused some changes to the health and safety protocols on board. So currently sailing out of Miami, the Divina was originally scheduled to dock in Aruba back on Friday. Well, just like several other cruise ships have had issues with Aruba lately, MSC Divina was denied permission to dock there. Now, there is approximately 50 cases of positive COVID-19 amongst the crew on board the MSC Divina right now. And the port of Aruba, well, they're having their own COVID problems. There is a severe spike in cases there on the island, so they denied MSC permission to dock there. They just don't need any more added to the problems they already have. And of course, you don't want to let passengers off into a location that's having problems, only to bring more of it back on the ship as well. They were denied docking there, and they continue to sail on. Well, yesterday they were supposed to dock in Cartagena, Colombia, and that port stop has been canceled as well. Now, that one was actually canceled by MSC themselves in an abundance of caution. Look, they decided that, we're just not going to stop here. So in a statement from the mayor of Cartagena, he did say, 2 days ago, they had 3 cases of COVID. Yesterday, they dawned with 50. Already in other ports, they have been denying entry. And then in Cartagena, we were not going to approve it, but it was not necessary because they themselves, in a responsible decision, decided to turn back. So apparently Cartagena was going to deny them permission to dock, but MSC had already decided on their own that they were not going to dock there. Now, as far as health and safety protocols go, due to an abundance of caution, they also had everybody on board take an additional COVID-19 antigen test. It was done on board, paid for by the cruise lines, just to kind of keep up, just as an added measure, an added layer of protection in there. And that could very well be where they went from having 3 cases up to 50 cases by doing that testing on board. But like I said, it's an an added layer of protection. That way, if people need to be isolated or quarantined on board, they can identify them sooner and get that taken care of. Now, while it has not been officially reported yet, it has been said by people online that the remainder of the cruise ports have been canceled. The scheduled cruise ports have been canceled, and instead, the Divina is going to head up and go to Cozumel, Mexico. And we currently know that Mexico is going to allow cruise ships to dock there even with positive cases on board, so that they can go ahead and make another cruise port stop. So, not the best start to 2022, not the best story to start off 2022 with, but it is what it is. It is what is currently going on out there, and it is what we're probably going to see here over the next couple of weeks as the Omicron variant peaks out and hopefully starts going back down. I have seen news stories out of Africa where this kind of kicked off, and they're saying that they are already heading down, that the peak has already come and gone, and they are on the downside of this. Hopefully that's true. Hopefully that is going to be the case here, which means hopefully we're going to hit that top spot here any day now and move on from it. And again, we're not having severe cases of illness on the cruise ship. We're not having people rush to the hospital. It's not messing with crew members and passengers, but it is definitely out there jacking with itineraries when it comes to the cruise lines. But I do expect better days ahead. I foresee better days here in the future for all of us that love to get out there and cruise. All right, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, do me a favor. Let's smash that like button. Have yourself a great day. And like always, we will see you out on the high seas. And again, Happy New Year. Welcome 2022.